And we welcome you in on this Sunday afternoon to the Snake Pit in Indianapolis, Indiana. A couple of 2 and 3 teams set to do battle. It's the Albuquerque Adams taking on the Indianapolis Ramblers. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. Chris Curtis along with Jacob Clear. A couple of albinos in the booth, believe it or not. We are ready to go. Hopefully you are as well. Jacob, welcome to the broadcast.
Good evening, Curtis. Good to be back with you, and I guess albino squared, if you will.
I like it.
With this one, but should be a good one. Two teams that are basically in the same position as each other. Two very high octane offenses, and two teams that inversely like to give up some points. So we could potentially be in for a shootout tonight.
Yeah, a little bit of a shootout is a welcome sight after some of the defensive games we've seen so far this weekend and week as we get things just about underway. Let's take a look at the divisions that these two are in. The West not as open as the Central as it sits right now. 2 and 3 seems to be the flavor of the day. Talking about the Central Division. Here we go. Just about ready to get things underway, though. Albuquerque is going to have the ball first to get things started, and we are underway. That was a short kick to the 20, all the way up to the 40-yard line, and tackled at the 41 was the return man. That's a heck of a start for the Adams as they come out on offense.
Yeah, not sure on the exact number there, but worth paying attention to that, because if that's the case, the quarterback for Indianapolis is going to be throwing into a bit of a breeze here today in this opening turn.
Yeah, that's Michael Knight, the return man for Albuquerque, and we are starting off with first down. Jive is going to back up, throw to his left. It'll be back to the line of scrimmage and no further than that. Good stop on defense from Indianapolis as Telemex Scarborough gets in.
It leads this unit as well. Veteran presence, 10 seasons in the league, 3 seasons with this team. He's all over the field whenever he plays.
And we'll get into the offense for Albuquerque here in just a moment. Split backs look. There's a pitch play off to the right. And that is the first time we see Craig Reynolds, the halfback, on the pitch. And that's actually the fullback, Justin Williams, 32, not 22, 3rd and 4.
Jack Russell, 8-1 there. He'll be looking to make up for that.
3rd and 4. First third down of the game for Albuquerque. Trying to get it past midfield to extend this drive. Jive will back up, throw sidearm, throw, and it's caught. That's a real nice catch by Michael Knight. He had the nice return, also got a nice catch there. First down, Adams.
Yeah, and a big target as well on the outside. It's what the strength of Michael Knight gets. Just straight past Melodious Manning there on the play. And you got to try and keep a lid on him because he's very good vertically. And that time, Jive does a good job getting it over the top of the defense.
And went off to the side, too, with this little sidearm action. Split backs for Jive. Tight end off to the right for Albuquerque. Backs it up, hands it off to the left-hand side. It'll be a gain of a yard. Not much more than that. Cyrus Jive, Craig Reynolds, and Jason Williams are your quarterback and 2 halfbacks. Justin Williams, the fullback. Wide receivers, Ronnie Shanahan, Michael Knight, Greg Corky, and Kay Marion with the tight end, Jack Wall. That's what the Albuquerque offense looks like. We'll get to the offensive line in a bit. Throw right side. That one is incomplete. 2nd and 9 it'll be 3rd and 9, but Michael Knight is down and has not gotten up.
Yeah, it's Chris, bit of revenge here for Jermaine Menafield, who got beaten on the last play. This time makes a pass deflection in company of Jack Russell, but at the expense of Michael Knight, he'll have to sit the next few possessions out, I suspect.
3rd and 9. Second third down of this drive. They got the first one, and it's 5 wide for Jive. Indianapolis trying to put a stop to this drive at the 35-yard line. Backing it up. Pressure coming, and he fumbled the football, and it is recovered by the Ramblers. 1st and 10, and immediately Telemax Scarborough makes the hit, makes the play, and they change possession.
And Chris, this is exactly what you come to expect from Telemax Scarborough on this Indianapolis defense. Now 30 tackles on the season. He had 2 on that drive alone that stopped a running back at the line of scrimmage. That time gets to the quarterback instead, forces the ball free, and Indianapolis recover in really good field position.
Yeah, good starting field position for Johnny Pickler and company. We'll go over the offense here in a second. They're in the I formation after the change of possession. Pickler throws left side. That one's a wide open target. 1st and 10. Ryan Roosevelt, his favorite target, has that one first down.
got to tighten that up. I mean, Ryan Roosevelt's one of the form receivers in the league. You cannot leave him that far open there on a little curl route. Got to try and tighten that up.
1st and 10 for Johnny Pickler and company. Tino Sosa, halfback. Charlie Baker, halfback. Fullbacks Rob Nolan, Joel Harleman, along with Rob Hunt, Xavier Knight, Ryan Roosevelt, Reggio De Niro. Fullbacks and wide receivers, respectively. 1st and 10 for the Ramblers. That'll be a handoff off to the right. It is not for very much, and it is a stop there, just a couple yards.
Yeah, and they're going to be keyed in on that today. They're Amar Bryant Jr. on that tackle on the outside because Charlie Baker likes to work outside the numbers. Traditionally, a wide receiver last season turned running back this season.
Tells me he's going to work well along the edges. This will be Pickler on the 2nd down play, going deep right side. That one's caught just outside the 20-yard line. That is a great catch for Xavier Knight, the wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean, there was coverage all over the receiver there and Xavier Knight. And as Michael Knight had 2 targets on the opening drive as the number 13, now Xavier's getting in on the action on the other side of the ball. Not sure if there's a relation there, but again, Johnny Pickler doing a really good job there to feed it into a tight window and finding his target.
Just south of 7 minutes to go in this first quarter of play. Indianapolis is driving at the 22-yard line. Into Albuquerque territory. They go up against the nickel defense, and a big hit at the line of scrimmage is going to end that play, as that was a run for Tino Sosa that went nowhere.
Yeah, and Keenan Samuel straight in there on that outside edge. They've got a really good linebacking core on the other edge here. Albuquerque can put pressure on that outside for Charlie Baker.
Split backs for Pickler, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He'll back it up, 5-step drop, throws left, and that is tipped and incomplete. 3rd and 10, as they have to try to extend this drive with a 3rd and long conversion.
Yeah, and Will Patterson did a really good job of tipping that up, but it was the safety, Brian. It was the safety who just overran it there in TJ Frosty. Probably could have had an interception there if he stayed in his spot.
6th play of the drive for Indianapolis. Bunch left, 2 to the right as well. It's a 5-wide set. Pickler looks, now throws, end zone, back of the end zone, and incomplete, as that one had flames on it. It was firing so fast. 4th and 10, field goal attempt up as they looked to try to complete that.
Yeah, Pickler does look for Reggio De Niro in those end zone opportunities quite often. Took a gamble that time, a little bit too much on the throw, and either way, they're going to score points off of the turnover. Can't ask for much more than that.
Yeah, down the middle of the hash marks. Kick is up and on the way. It's going to hook back to the right, and it is up and through. Topher Kiefer puts 3 on the board for the Ramblers, capping off a drive that ended off the turnover. Seven plays, 33 yards from the Ramblers, and they'll kick the ball back to Albuquerque here in a pretty short moment, as the Albuquerque Adams will get the ball back. Now we have to see if it is indeed the wind or just a bad kick from earlier, and it is indeed the wind. That'll be back to the 15-yard line, returned there, and it'll be back to the 36-yard line. So here comes the Adams trying to make up for the turnover. They're down 3-0.
Yeah, and worth noting, Johnny Pickler had no issue with that breeze, so it's obviously a Topher Kiefer problem, but again, he had no issue kicking the field goal, but might limit him and his range if he gets caught in, say, a 45-yard situation on a field goal attempt.
Yeah, that's a good thought, too. I formation. Justin Williams back there along with the deep back Craig Reynolds. Handoff through the left side. That one is not going to go very far. Another big time hit. Indianapolis hitting hard on defense right now, as that one's Adam Wiseman.
They just know how to defend the run, Indianapolis. They haven't been quite as good in terms of defending the pass. When you got Wiseman and Scarborough, they're very good against the run.
Tight end off to the right, 2 to the left. Chance for Jive. Jive will throw. He's going to cross the shallow part of the middle, and he will find his target there. 3rd and 6, just on the other side. That was K. Marion.
And again, no Michael Knight, but they've got 3 other receivers to kind of shoulder the load there. Ronnie Shanahan will move up 1 spot on the depth chart, so we'll see if the rookie can get some touches as well.
And they also have Jack Wall on the tight end spot, so they do have a target in that big receiver. typically in the slot. Jive will throw. Throws short. Not enough for the first down, though. It is caught. But Telemax Scarborough is going to make the play to stop that in its tracks. And don't look now, but the Ramblers are going to get this ball back with a chance, with semi-decent field position, it would seem.
And again, akin to last drive, who finishes off the stop there. Of course, it's Scarborough, this time not for a turnover, but another opportunity for the Indianapolis offense to get on the field.
Kick is up and gone. The punt will land near the 10, bounce to the 1 and then into the... Oh, it landed on the 1 yard line. Oh, my. The backspin did some good, and I believe Indianapolis is going to take over this ball at the 1. No, they put it at the 20. Oh, it looked like it was at the 1 yard line.
I think it bounced in and then bounced out again, which led us to believe that it had stopped right there on the line, but it may have taken a little bit of a bounce into the end zone. But unlucky for the punter there. He nearly had it perfect.
Yeah, that was wild. Nearly found the way back to the 1 yard line. Pitch play, right-hand side. Doesn't go very far. Neither team able to get much going offensively in rushing the ball so far. And for two teams like to score points, we haven't seen many.
It's a sentiment to the run defense there. Leo Jefferson pushing out from that tackle spot to move across and make that play.
Split backs look. 7 in the box defensively for Albuquerque. 2 to the right, 1 to the left for Pickler. Backing it up, looking to throw this. Throws over the right side. That is incomplete. That had some anticipation to it. Albuquerque nearly brought that one back the other way. 3rd and 8.
Brian James usually takes those away. Chris, very, very good defender at those passing plays. Just went straight through his hands. He'll want that one back.
3rd and 9. Pickler by himself. 5 wide, bunch off to the right. Dime look on defense. Plenty of defensive backs. Pickler backs it up. Waits, now unloads. Right side, incomplete one more time. And Pickler goes a 3 and out on this drive. They'll punt the ball back to Albuquerque.
Albuquerque's defense locked in there, and it's the stop they needed. Now we'll see what kind of field position that Albuquerque can generate here off this punt again. Indianapolis have struggled kicking into the wind.
4:04 left in this first quarter of play. This will be a kick that's up and gone. Past midfield, but just past midfield. The wind definitely played some tricks on that, and it stopped at the 47-yard line. That is where the Adams will take over their best starting field position of the day.
It's still a decent result. Good punt coverage from Indianapolis. Chased it down, made sure the returner couldn't get over the halfway stripe, but Albuquerque best field position of the day comfortably.
2 to the left. 4-3 look on defense for Indianapolis. They're in the eye. Jive throws a little bit of a swing and screen pass, and that's a 3-yard gain. Not for very much, but it's something for Jason Williams.
It's actually the best run of the day so far for the Albuquerque offense, funnily enough.
Split backs look, another nickel look on defense. Looks like man-to-man. They may be running some press on defense for Indianapolis. Looking to throw this. Jive in trouble. He's going to get taken down. Pressure coming from the backside, and that's a big-time hit to take. 3rd and long.
Well, Chris, Mike O'Neill in the chat just said, look out for Thomas Matthews. Had a big week at practice and right on cue almost pushes past the Dackle on the outside. He wasn't picked up by anyone. Gets a free shot at Cyrus Jive, and he makes the most of it.
Jive, empty backfield, throws. That's caught, trying to move is K. Marion, and is not able to get it to the first down marker. 2 yards short, and Albuquerque now will punt this one away. Jive took a huge hit on that one, just could not finish the drive.
And that's one way to stifle any momentum the offense is trying to build. Just can he make a play like that and finish the job on 3rd down?
Here's a right side punt. Going to try to put this one out of bounds or close to it. It stays inbounds and is returned to the 18-yard line. Not much more than that. 1st and 10 for Indianapolis. They come back out. Both these teams just kind of trading drives back and forth. 3 and out, then 3 and out, then 3 and out. And we've seen multiple drives by each offense so far in this first quarter.
They had the right idea there. Buzz Killington trying to go for the corner instead of straight down the middle like last time. Just didn't quite get it off the way he wanted to.
This, the Ramblers' fourth drive of the game, and that is going to be a 4-yard play to get them a few. Second and manageable here. That's important, as they got to keep moving the ball forward.
Yeah, Mike O'Neill loves these draw plays, the backfield for the likes of Charlie Baker and that time Rob Noel. Just delayed handoffs to the key to this Indianapolis offense.
That's going to be a run forward as well. Not a lot to it. 2 more yards added to the totals. And a 3rd and 4 coming up. Neither team been very good on 3rd down to this point. Indianapolis has yet to have a 3rd down conversion. This is their 3rd attempt coming up.
Now, Pickler doesn't need to pump it this time the way that he did last time. It's an nice and short 3rd down. Try and find a quick header on the outside.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. Pickler backs it up. 3-step drop. Looks. He's going to tuck it and maybe run a little bit. He's still on his feet, and he gets the 1st down. He got off of his block. Looked like he was cooked and broke the tackle. 1st down for the Ramblers.
Don't ask me how he did that, because he broke a tackle there on the play and it was able to get away there. I mean, not very often you see Chris Porter miss a tackle like that. Johnny Pickler, a little bit of magic there to generate a 1st down.
90 seconds to go in this 1st quarter. Indianapolis trying to put something together. Their first 3rd down conversion of the day. Now it's a draw play. Run to the left, and it's a 5-yard gain. That's one way to do it. 2nd and 5 coming up.
The 2nd time they've run that draw play with the fullback back there, it was Noel the 1st time. Now it's Joel Heilemann, but it's hit twice now for decent yardage.
See what they do on 2nd and 5. Looks like a run. Smells like a run. Heavy set look on offense. And a 4-3 look on defense. 4-4 look, actually. They'll move a receiver into motion. 2nd and 5, plenty of time left in the play clock. They will run it here. Not going to go very far. No gain on the play. 3rd and a critical 5 coming up.
Yeah, and they should get this off before the quarter's out, so we'll get another look at what Indianapolis bring out on 3rd down. Last time, obviously, it was a quarterback run, but it's the same situation here. Try and find a receiver on the outside for a quick hitter.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. They'll move Roosevelt in motion to the top of your screen. Overload that top side.
Plenty of room.
Pickler will throw it. Plenty of time. Pocket holds. Now he'll throw over the middle. That is incomplete. What a hit. What great timing on that hit from the safety who came up and knocked the ball loose. That is Bryant James.
Yeah, another attempt to try and find De Niro downfield on a 3rd down. They're just being a little bit too aggressive here in Indianapolis on 3rd down. They're going to try and unlock something a little bit more conservative just to hold on to possession for a bit longer.
So another punt upcoming. This one will be fair caught at the 32-yard line. They'll say the 33. And that is going to bring Albuquerque out for their next drive one more time. That then brings an end to the 1st quarter as well. First frame is done. 3-0. The Ramblers have the lead. It's the SFL on YouTube. Back inside the snake pit, Chris Curtis, along with Jacob Clear, Luke Schreiner, and Ron Haynes on stats, Cameron Irvine on the buttons, making us look way smarter than we actually are. Thank you, gentlemen, for your contributions, and thanks for hanging out with us, spending your Sunday afternoon with us at the SFL. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Chance for Albuquerque to move the football, and they'll get a 5-yard completion right quick to Kay Marion, who makes it a 2nd and manageable.
Yeah, and again, that's what Indianapolis need to copy on their offensive side of the ball, but another good example of field position here for Albuquerque to try and work with and get a 1st score on the board.
2nd and 5. Indianapolis looks like they may be sending some extra help here. This looks like a run. And it is. It's a stretch play off to the right, but it doesn't go very far. No gain on it, and they hand the ball off to Ronnie Shanahan out of the wide receiver spot in the backfield, and he gets nowhere.
Look, yeah, Chris, we've seen a few examples of that this weekend. Teams putting wide receivers in the backfield and having mass-produced carries. We'll keep an eye on that.
This is a run chance
Jive.
for Jive, and he fumbles the football, but looks like the Adams keep it, and they get 4th and inches. Man, that was a scary sight. And Cyrus Jive lives to tell about it. They keep possession, at least for the moment.
Indianapolis had two defenders right there, and Jason Williams is going to basically claim here
Yeah.
that he got the first down, or Kay Marion got the first down once she picked up the ball.
Yeah, that's a decent look at the play. We'll take a retroactive look brought to you by Retroid. Get your SFL console on the go at GoRetroid.com. Here is the play. It'll be picked up by Kay Marion there. That angle looks like she picked it up past the first down marker. That's hard to argue from that look. So Albuquerque not charged a timeout, and they do get the first down. Great challenge on the sideline by Williams. That's fantastic work from the replay booth.
Now, what a challenge from Coach Chris Porter, just working out the coaching staffs for Albuquerque. Williams on defense, obviously Porter in control of this offense at the moment and gets a new fresh set of downs to work with. That's a huge play from Kay Marion.
That works. That clutch play. Just in the right place at the right time, but also a little bit of hustle from the veteran. This is going to be a handoff to the left. That's 6 more yards added to the totals for Jason Williams. 2nd and 4 coming up.
And another good carry there. Picks up 6 yards, and that just opens your playbook up here on 2nd down and short.
Heavy set look. Plenty on the defensive line as well. Another handoff, left side. Going to try to break one eventually, and that is going to be a couple of yards, no further. 3rd and short coming up here for Albuquerque as they're in plus territory at this point. They want to keep this drive alive.
Anthony Weil hasn't had much to do so far in this game. Gets the tackle there and sets up Albuquerque for a 3rd down.
Another heavy set. They wouldn't run it again on 3rd down, would they?
Short enough.
They will. They're going to sweep it right side. Going to try to get the outside, and they do! Albuquerque gets the first down. It is Williams again. Jason Williams, the fantastic run and move the chains.
I like the play call, Chris. It was gutsy because you're obviously on 3rd down, and not generally would you run it, but it's a play that takes some time to develop, so Jason Williams gets the opportunity to read the defense, then make his push.
Play number 7 of this drive, pitch play off to the left, gets 4 yards for Justin Williams, the fullback, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, they do use the fullback, former Minnesota legend / Arizona Scorpion, Justin Williams, plenty of experience. He can make plays as well.
2nd and 6. It's like 4 wide, tight end off to the right. That is going to be a run forward. Make it 3rd and 2 coming up as Jason Williams has another run. The SFL Convention's headed to Baltimore for the 2025 convention, kicking off the league's 25th anniversary season, July 10th through the 14th. Join SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of our host hotel, the Hyatt Regency, looking out into Baltimore's Inner Harbor, and revel in the league's first convention on the East Coast. You can reserve your room now with the special group rate at simfl.net. Albuquerque can't get the first down. Jack Russell comes up to make the hit and forces a 4th down. Decision time here for Albuquerque.
Yeah, similar approach there on 3rd down. That time it was Craig Reynolds who got the pickup on the carry, but loses the 2 yards instead of gaining the 2 that he needed.
And it's going to be a right side punt. It'll hit the ground at the 14, bounce to the 5, then the 4. Back to the 5-yard line it goes. And that is where Indianapolis will start this drive. Fantastic punt from the Albuquerque punter. And we are back underway with an Indianapolis possession.
Yeah, that time, no, bouncing into the end zone shenanigans for Buzz Killington gets the result that he was after.
That's the name I was looking for. Buzz Killington is the punter for Albuquerque. This will be a run forward for Indianapolis and a 2-yard gain coming up forward. Not a lot there, but they're doing it out of safety because of the shadow of their end zones right behind them.
Again, Will Patterson there on run coverage. Those 2 outside linebackers have got plenty of work to do today.
Here we go. Ramblers trying to make something happen. Pickler's going to back up, hand it off to the fullback. Gets a couple of yards. Couldn't quite break one there as Rob Knoll gets taken down. 3rd and 5 coming up for Indy.
Yeah, notably all 4 backs for Indianapolis have now had a carry, including the quarterback. So plenty of utilization across the roster here for this Indianapolis offense.
Their 5th attempt and a 3rd down. Pickler throws. That one's caught. That is Roosevelt with an over-the-top. No, it wasn't Roosevelt. That was Xavier Knight with a really nice catch. 1st down.
2nd of the game, and again, the only receiver outside of Roosevelt to register a catch so far today. He got up for that one and makes a big play. Why did Indianapolis need that? Their offenses, particularly their passing offense, hit a bit of a lull in this game. That potentially spurs them alive here at home.
Maybe over the top to try to get that one, and did so really nicely. Run forward for 3 yards. Not going to be a lot, but it is something for Tino Sosa.
And again, Sosa's 2nd season back for this unit. Forced behind Charlie Baker, but has been productive when called upon.
About halfway through, a little bit better than halfway through this 2nd quarter. Heavy set look, another handoff, and another run forward, and that is a couple of yards at most. Not much more to it than that. Charlie Baker doing good work. Now 3rd and a couple.
And Alex West noting that both of these offenses look like they're clicking. 3rd down has been a big problem for both teams. They just haven't been able to convert today and keep drives going.
Indy looking for their 3rd conversion now. They would put them at 50% if they're able to do it. This is a run play. Pickler's going to get it. The quarterback sweep, and he's down the left sideline, steps out of bounds. Johnny Pickler on a designed QB run has the 1st down, and Indy's in business.
And this is a real cheeky one because it's a little speed option play. I love this play. I've got it in pretty much every playbook I submit when I run it out with my own quarterback because it's so useful. He gets out and he's got the option to either pitch it or he keeps it himself, and that time gets about 15-odd yards going downfield. Really good play call from Mike O'Neill.
And that puts the Ramblers into plus territory. 1st and 10. I formation look. Pickler's under center. Has the football. Backs it up. Quick drop back. Looking. Then he fumbles the football, but it's picked up by an offensive lineman who takes it forward for 3 yards. Man, blindside hit. Pickler loses the ball, but it falls right in the lap. And he caught it before it hit the ground of the offensive lineman.
It didn't hit the ground. That's the best play Anthony Anderson will have all season, right there. That's his highlight reel.
Oh, that's awesome. He's looking back at Johnny Pickler. Hey, I caught a pass. 2nd and 7. Backing it up, 5-step drop. Pickler throws short. That one's incomplete. Couldn't hold on to the football. 3rd and 7 coming up here. Their longest 3rd down of this drive so far.
Yeah, I mean, Jack Napier all over that one again. Ryan Roosevelt's had 1 catch so far today. He was wide open for it. And Albuquerque said at that point, swear never again. And they've been all over him ever since that point.
Anyone but Roosevelt's going to beat us is what they're saying. 3rd and 7. Got to get it to the 30 for a 1st down. Pickler looks. Plenty of time. Throws. Left side tipped and incomplete. Good coverage on the back end of that play. 4th down and decision time for Indy. Probably a chance at a field goal.
Yeah, and again, he's looking downfield for Knight once more time, but Brian Jr. has been very good today in defending those deep routes. Gets another tip.
And they will, in fact, punt this ball away instead. I thought maybe with the wind they might try. They kicked the field goal, decided not to, and they will try to punt this ball away and lock down the Adams. This is not going to be a great kick, though. It's going to get out at the 15-yard line. They definitely want that one back, but they can't have it. Philip DeField is going to shank this one a bit. 1st down and 10 for the Adams at the 20.
He didn't get the angle, so again, they haven't put much pressure on Albuquerque today as far as field position is concerned. It's either been very good or tolerable.
1st and 10. Jive looks, throws, and it's picked off right at the line of scrimmage. It was just a quick little floater, but it found its way into the hands of the cornerback, Melodious Manning, who barely left the LOS.
And Chris, this is a carbon copy example of responding to what you are seeing. Albuquerque have hit those middle routes a heap this afternoon, and Manning just spotted there on the middle, doesn't move, changes his angle, gets the interception, and now Indianapolis with their best field position of the day and an opportunity to extend this lead.
Inside the red zone for the first time today is Indianapolis. Pickler's under center in the split backs, trying to take a 2-possession lead. This is a handoff, doesn't go very far. A 2-yard gain forward. Not a lot going on there, 2nd and 8.
And now Albuquerque need to lock down because the field goal isn't the end of the world here, but a touchdown give up is huge because they've struggled to get things going on offense. Makes this job in the second half that little bit harder.
Bryant James, the one on the stop for that previous play. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 8, handoff to the fullback, and he will get himself a couple yards. 3 to be exact, and that is Rob Knoll with the run. 3rd and manageable coming up.
Yeah, they're going to take an end zone shot here. So you got to make sure you play a coverage that can keep them at bay. Here, Johnny Pickler's gonna go for it.
He is. He's got 4 wide. 1 in the backfield as well. Chance for Pickler. Backs it up. Looks. Plenty of time. Throws left and try to have him turn the corner. Not going to work. Only gains a couple yards. Great coverage downfield by Albuquerque, forcing him into his checkdowns. 4th down in the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to halftime. Already in a quick moving first half. It is 3-0, but the Ramblers knocking on the door.
Yeah, and that's a great result for Albuquerque because, again, Pickler took a gamble. It was a good gamble as well, just taking it to the outside. But Albuquerque gets a hole after being put under all kinds of pressure from their offense.
Just tucked it inside that right side upright, but he got it in. That's a 3-point field goal for Topher Kiefer. We'll see just how far right this went. Wow. Just snuck it through.
And he took a gamble there on that one. Just didn't quite get the angle right, but it still falls through. And we'll see Albuquerque might dial up the intensity here on this last drive.
Yeah, 2-minute drill time. They got all 3 timeouts to work with as well. So we could see things change a little bit. This will be returnable to the 15, to the 20, 25 to the 30. Tries to break a tackle at the 30-yard line, but it's dropped there. Is Shanahan. Here comes the Adams with a 1st down. They have some points to try to make up here, but it's still only a 1-possession football game.
Yeah, and what's the theme of the day? Good field position for all the Adams. Now they're on the 30. 70 yards required for a major score, and it means that they're probably going to go to the air, which they haven't done much today, and they've got to try and abandon those middle routes because that's what Indianapolis are going to expect here. They need to make an adjustment.
See if the Adams have it in them to adjust away from that 2 to the right, 1 to the left. It'll be a handoff through the middle. Isn't for very much, but 3 more yards added to the total. That's not bad. It will be a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and again, they're just not giving any kind of room for either of these backs today. Indianapolis up the middle.
Another nickel look on defense. 6 in the box. You can like press on the outside. We'll see what they do with the tight end in the middle there. Pitch play. Left side. Not going to happen. Gains nothing on the pitch. Here comes the Adams, and I think the Ramblers are going to pin their ears back, try to get after Jive.
And Rick Evans just went straight for it there, knew exactly what was happening, had no one in his way, gets him at the line of scrimmage and forces Albuquerque to take a shot here.
Crowd at the snake pit getting loud, pressure coming, throws left side, and it's incomplete. The crowd willed them to a stop, looking for Jason Williams on the outside. 4th down, Albuquerque will punt again.
Again, Gaston Jr. just kept up with him there. Tough feat for a linebacker to try and keep up with the primary back, but he did the job. And now Indianapolis have got another shot here to just, at the very least, take it to the half with a shutout.
Nothing doing so far for really either offense for the most part. No touchdowns to this point. A couple of field goals for Indy. And that's partly in part to the turnover that we saw that caused 3 of those points. 7 for 10 is going to be the last 10 passes. So here we go.
You see there, Chris, 5 straight that were under 10 yards. So again, Indianapolis just responded to what they were seeing on defense, and that generated the turnover.
Backing it up, handoff left side. or pitch play left side, and that is not going to go very far as Charlie Baker gets taken down in the backfield.
Yeah, and that'll probably take us to half. They'll have one more play here before the half is out, but it won't be anything aggressive. I think Indianapolis will be happy that they can take this 6-0 lead into half and readjust and potentially run away with it the second.
Pickler looks, plenty of time, pocket is holding. He's going to wing it downfield deep, and it's incomplete, tipped by a defender before that one got to its desired target. 3rd and 11 coming up with 21 seconds left in this first half.
Well, don't listen to me. Johnny Pickler wanted something a little bit extra there, but a gamble he probably didn't need to take there. It wasn't on. They need to force it.
3rd and long. 21 seconds left. 6-0 lead for the Ramblers. You're right, they don't need to go too ham here. Reggio De Niro's in motion. 3 at the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom. They'll overload that left side. Pickler waits. Now throws a bit short. That's going to be a turn, and trying to get through is Xavier Knight. He will get taken out of bounds expeditiously. 4th and 6, and Indy will have to punt this away.
And no need to, Chris, because now, I mean, albeit unlikely, you're giving Albuquerque some kind of chance to score before the half is out. So I'm not sure why they tried to dial up the aggression there with the field position they were in, the lead that they've got. No need to do that.
Punt upcoming. It will be a fair catch called for at the 17-yard line, and that will bring the Adams offense out. Again, another 9 seconds left, so probably 1, maybe 2 plays at most, and they'll be saying goodbye to the field for 15 minutes in theory, and getting the halftime break done. 1st and 10 for Albuquerque, though. See what they opt to do. This looks and smells like a run. Probably exactly what it is. Nope, they'll pass. Jive throws short. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10, 7 seconds to go.
Let's talk about unnecessary gambles. That was almost picked off by Wiseman there, and he could have gone back some ways. But again, Jive, no real harm in Albuquerque going for it here. Look out for K. Marion up the top.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw this. Jive backs up, then wings it over the middle of the field. That one is caught. 1st and 10, and then we'll hit zeros on the board as we can't do anything with it past that before the halftime whistle draws.
Yeah, and again, took a swipe at it. No harm in doing so. Finds Greg Corky for the first time today. Albuquerque, though, taking it into the half-score break, shut out at 0.
Yeah, it is a 6-0 lead. Indianapolis over Albuquerque at the half. Jacob, let us know what this game has looked like so far, what you're looking for at the second half.
What does it look like so far? Not what I expected, that's for sure. And certainly expected some more points. And it's not like both offenses have been bad. It's just the defenses are really keen on the run, and it's really been a case of neither offense really stringing it together on 3rd down. If one of these teams is able to start generating some pressure on 3rd downs and start converting on these possessions, it's going to really open up this game for one of these units.
Indianapolis leads the league in passing touchdowns. You wouldn't know it by the way this game is gone. Halftime player of the game, Telemax Scarborough, has the sack, also has the fumble forced as well. He's been very, very good so far. Let's take a halftime break before we get to the second half, brought to you by Brakes GPT.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
An Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
Break into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Brakes GPT, featuring signed football, jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Brakes GPT offers you the shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join the community of collectors at the Brakes GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at being a humongous headliner on our site, brakesgpt.com. The Ramblers going to start this half with the football. Got a good return headed to the outside, and that is going to get out to the 36-yard line, as Xavier Knight's going to have himself a nice kickoff, and we are underway in the second half.
Again, you see that breeze playing into it, but it's going to be Albuquerque that will throw into that breeze in the second half. Does that unlock what Indianapolis were trying to do on offense? Johnny Pickler was very aggressive in the opening half with some of his passing. Some of these get overthrown, or is he able to beat the top of the secondary and potentially get a deep hitter on this drive?
Both teams have started pretty reasonably well as far as field position for every drive, except for maybe one. This is going to be a throw over the middle from Pickler, and it's caught. That's a real nice ball to Rob Hunt, the wide receiver. 1st and 10 for the Ramblers.
Yeah, and right on cue, Johnny Pickler back to exactly what we were seeing in the first half. Deep shots in between the numbers. This time finds Rob Hunt, the biggest target on his outside, and Indianapolis straight away in momentum over the halfway stripe.
Rob Hunt, he's a tight end build, 6'6", 240. That is a man right there. 1st and 10. High formation against the nickel, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Pickler backs it up, moves outside the pocket. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Throw goes forward and gets 9 yards. Can't get the first down, but didn't need it. 2nd and 1 coming up. Real nice run for Pickler.
Mike O'Neill's going to start losing his hair if Johnny Pickler's going to keep doing stuff like that. Just willingly taking the contact there. I mean, we've seen a couple of fumbles today from cornerbacks. Needs to be super careful taking contact.
Just over 9 minutes to go. 2nd and 1. Handoff through the middle. That's a 1st down and more. Rolling his way to the 30-yard line is going to be Charlie Baker. 1st and 10 for Indy.
Yeah, that's a great block there as well from Joel Harleman. Just set it up for him to take the inside gap, and probably the best run of the day for Charlie Baker because it's a conversion.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. Dime formation on defense. Handoff for Indy on the run. Not very much on it. Tino Sosa gets a run forward for 3.
Yeah, probably got lucky there to pick up 3 yards, but Indianapolis will take it. They're now in field goal range. An opportunity to put some more points on the board, but they want a major score here to really open this game up.
8 and 14 left in this third quarter. Heavy set look. This also smells like a run. It'll be a pass instead. Working it out on the screen, and that's a nice play to get a couple more yards. As that here come the Ramblers with a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, I like that. Probably unlucky to have only picked up 3 there, but a good cheeky little short route to hit Charlie Baker and set up a 3rd down and short.
Check that, Rob Knoll on the catch there. That's going to be a run forward. Baker has it 1st down and 10 as he works his way through, and Indy moves the chains.
Yeah, that's their bread and butter, the delayed handoff. Surprised we haven't seen more of that today. It's so effective for them the way that their offensive line operates.
7.5 minutes left. 6-0 lead for the Ramblers, and they're cooking with gas in this drive. They're well within plus territory and into the red zone. Handoff through the middle. That's going to be good for 5 more yards. Charlie Baker has him 2nd and 4.
Anthony Anderson's having a game today. Another block up the middle where he was just pushing the lineman back in the other direction. Creates a really good seam for Baker to run into and gets another 2nd and short.
2nd and 4. Ramblers making something happen here just south of 7 minutes to go. Backing up, handoff, trying to get to the outside. Not going to happen. Good defense by Albuquerque. Keenan Samuels comes up and makes the hit. Here comes 3rd and 4 for the Ramblers.
Yeah, this line's generating some really good gaps to run into, but they bounced that one to the outside. Probably wasn't the right decision. Expecting a throw here.
Chance for Pickler. Plenty of time. Pocket keeps. End zone well overthrown. And that is going to be incomplete. 4th and 4. And the Ramblers have to kick this one into a chance for 3.
You see what he was trying to do, though, there, Johnny Pickler. It was just a little bit too high, even for 6'6" Rob Hunt. I feel like anything is not too high for him, but that one was just a touch overthrown. Could have easily been 6 points if that was better placed. Great route from the younger outside receiver.
30 yards away. Chance for Topher Kiefer to add his 3rd field goal of the day from the left hash. Snap is good. Hold good. Kick is up and on the way. It'll hook back towards the middle, and it is through for 3 points. 10 plays, 51-yard drives. Or 51-yard drive. Still no touchdowns on the board for either roster. This is a pretty big field goal.
It is, and it's important because it extends the lead out beyond a single score for Indianapolis. So Albuquerque now absolutely have to get a touchdown from somewhere, something that they were unable to do in the opening half. Essentially, the second half adjustments here for the Adams make everything fall into place.
43.5 was the over-under from Jack Stata, and I'll tell you, they believed it was going to be a high-scoring game as well. This is a nice return out to the 38-yard line. 39 is what they'll say from Ronnie Shanahan, but that over-under looking real spicy right now if you had the under.
Yeah, once he had that spin move, I thought he was going to juke the second man and be on the outside, and he would have been very hard to stop there, Ronnie Shanahan, on that return, but lucky he couldn't get that second move in time. Irrespective, it's still very good field position here for the Adams. Only 60 yards required to get to the stripe.
1st and 10. Split backs look, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. This will be outside the pocket. Throw over the middle, and it's caught. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line for K. Marion. 3rd catch of the game. That's a pretty big conversion there.
Yeah, that's a great throw from Cyrus Jive. Just fits it into a tight window. And K. Marion, not someone talked about, but realistically, the statistics suggest she's one of the best receivers of this era of SFL football. She is so good, and as someone that is really going to be key to the Adams opening up this game.
Formerly of Sioux Falls Lure when they were still around, and came over to Albuquerque once they became a pro team. That's going to be caught, an 8-yard catch, and will get taken down. That'll work as Greg Corky has a catch.
Yeah, Jive again, testing the short routes. This time they're pushing it outside the numbers, so Indianapolis need to make another adjustment on defense, but it should be a nice little comfortable run here for a 1st down.
5:28 to go. That's left side. Good run forward for Shanahan out of the backfield. 1st and 10, and the Adams really starting to cook here as they get near field goal range.
And it's really good situational offense because they know that toss play is going to be a good hitter when a team is expecting a run up the middle there. That's exactly what they drew it up. And Shanahan gets a really good carry on the outside.
1st and 10. 5:07 to go in this 3rd quarter. Very quick moving game. To the outside, trying to put together a screen in the flats, and it's an immediate tackle at the line of scrimmage. That is Rick Evans who came up and made the hit.
Yeah, Evans made a really good job of that, but it was just a case of Williams making sure he didn't drop the ball. It was catch first, then run, and Evans got to him before he could think about that second step.
2nd and 10. You can hear the crowd getting loud here at the Snake Pit, trying to make it more difficult for Albuquerque to run their offense. Backing it up, 5-step drop, thrown over the middle, tipped and incomplete. 3rd down coming up as they look for Jack Wall, the tight end, can't find him, and it's 3rd and long.
First time Jive has even so much as looked at Jack Wall today. Usually one of the primary targets on this offense has been silent up the middle again. Adam Myers has been very good in pass coverage situations. They're going to spread it out here on 3rd down and long.
Yes, they are. 5 wide. Biggest 3rd down of the game so far. Pressure, throws, and it's incomplete. Hit as he threw the football, looking for K. Marion. 4th down. Adams have a chance to add on 3 points.
And that time, it was Melodious Manning from a coverage position who came forward to make the hit side. Gamble from Indianapolis on defense, but it pays off and it forces Albuquerque. They are not going to kick a field goal from that kind of range.
No, they're not. That's really surprising. That would have only been a 45-yarder, and they had the breeze with them. Why are they not kicking a field goal there?
At that.
Yeah,
no
exactly.
Trust in the kicker.
1st and 10, as that punt went out of bounds. Interesting decision there from the Adams not to kick that field goal.
And no change in field position either. I mean, they may as well have thrown an interception on 3rd down. It would have been the same result for Indianapolis.
4-3 look on defense. This will be a handoff through the middle, and that's a 2-yard gain, no further than that. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, good run coverage again there. Up the middle, they've done a really good job at defending those inside runs, the quick dives that Indianapolis has been calling. Brian James on that stop.
2nd and 8, 9-0 lead for Indianapolis. And they have the football. Pickler backs it up, plenty of time. Then he's going to get wrapped up and thrown down at the 15-yard line. That's a loss of 5 and a big-time hit to take, 3rd and long.
Yeah, and Jefferson just pursued him all the way, kept with it, and gets the reward. 2 big plays in the game that he's made now, and forces Johnny Pickler to take a decision here on 3rd down and long. You probably don't want to turn it over in this position.
3rd and long, bunch to left, 2 to the right, thrown left side. That one's caught. Oh, that was needed. Reggie Dinero brings that one in. 1st down and 10 for the Ramblers.
That is a throw from Johnny Pickler. Look at this, just gets it over the top of the secondary. They took a gamble trying to make a play at the ball. Dinero slips behind them, and Pickler just threads the needle down the middle. He's been trying to do that all game, and Albuquerque haven't let him do it. At one time, they let Dinero free. Pickler finds him.
Big time throw and catch has the Ramblers at a 1st down and 10. Pickler backs it up again. Time, wings it, throws, caught. 1st down and more as it was Roosevelt coming back to the football. 1st down and 10.
Yeah, and Ryan Roosevelt's going to find a way to inject himself. That's his 2nd catch of the game. Unbelievably, they have silenced him pretty much for the entire game, but he will find some kind of a way to get open for Johnny Pickler. And these deep hitters are just starting to fall into place here for Indianapolis when they go downfield.
1st and 10, Indianapolis. Split backs look just shy of midfield. Trying to get their best, most sustained drive so far. Handoff through the middle. That is not going to go very far. First game break of the day. Back to SFL HQ with Cameron Irvine.
Thank you, Chris Curtis. One of the more exciting games this season, a defensive slugfest, but finally Mexico City breaks free to Jason Bartley down the sideline. Buford Van Dam put it in, and Mexico City takes a 7-3 lead over Canton with just a few minutes left in the 4th as you've got a pick. Back to you.
Yes, indeed. Albuquerque takes advantage of a mistake by Johnny Pickler, and this is going back the other way. The Adams have good field position thanks to that from Amar Bryant Jr.
And ABJ has been threatening to do this all day because Johnny Pickler has tested him a few times. He got beaten by Reggie Dinero a couple of plays before. This time, he gets one back, and Albuquerque recovered position. Is that the play that shifts the momentum ever so slightly back in their favor?
1st and 10. Albuquerque trying to get themselves back in this football game. 2:11 left in this 3rd quarter. One at the top, one at the bottom. Handoff through the middle using his blocking as a pile push, and it is a 6-yard gain forward for Jason Williams. Albuquerque has yet to really throw many passes beyond the 10-yard mark, Jacob, and I think they are being a little bit too patient against this Indy secondary. 2nd and 4, pitch play, left side, trying to get around the side there, and that isn't going to go very far either, as that one gets stopped before it gets going. Here comes Albuquerque on 3rd down.
Yeah, Wiseman read that one like a book, way too predictable there. Just telegraphed the run to the outside, and you're just not going to trick a veteran of his nature.
3rd and 5. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Moving left is Jive. Jive will throw. That one's caught. K. Marion has a 1st down and then some, down to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Albuquerque.
Oh, she's so good, like able to find an open area of the secondary to chase into, and starting to really string together a good line today. K. Marion hasn't been fouled in much space today, but that's her biggest play of the day, 21 yards.
57 ticks left in this 3rd quarter. 1st and 10. ABQ looking to put some points on this board. Perhaps BBQ a little. 2 to the right. Handoff again. A little bit of room, but not much. Forward progress says 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for Jason Williams.
Yeah, no yardage has been easy for 3Ms today. Every run has been made difficult for him. Reynolds in the backfield here. Last time they ran it with him, he got blown up, so potentially an opportunity to make up for lost time. 2nd
and 7. 20 seconds left. Might be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Throws, is picked off as well. Albuquerque getting that ball back. That is a crazy bit of hustle. Was that the quarterback Jive who fell on that football after the fact?
No, it was Jive.
It was.
Well
it was Cyrus
called.
Jive.
What a play from Cyrus Jive. I mean, you can't really ask much more from your quarterback today. That is a game-saving play for the Albuquerque Adams. Keeps them in field position here with a fresh set of downs. Unbelievable.
Wow, interception, then a fumble, and then Cyrus Jive, who knows he's a defender, goes and gets that football. That's fantastic work. 2nd and 2, as that one is going to be a quick catch over the right side. Here comes Albuquerque, one of the wildest plays you've seen in a while. That is the end of the 3rd quarter. Going to pause for station ID. 9-0 Albuquerque down. It's the SFL on YouTube. Stay right there. The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited. Ron Haynes, Luke Schreiner, Jacob Clear, Chris Curtis in the broadcast booth. Cameron Irvine on the buttons. This will be a handoff right side. He's got plenty of room. First play of the 4th quarter, down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for Albuquerque.
3rd carry for Shanahan, and another one of these toss plays to the outside that he breaks the first tackle, and Anthony Wyo back there to save 6 points. But this drive kept alive, again, off of that ridiculous play. We always say after an offense throws a turnover that the quarterback's got to come out and make up for it on this possession. Well, he made up for it on the same play, and Albuquerque got an opportunity to score.
And that goes to the outside. It's a caught pass. Not very much to that. And a nice stop. 2nd and goal, as it doesn't really gain any yards.
Ken Gaston Jr. reading that one there and making sure it doesn't go anywhere. They're 7 yards away from a score, and they've got 2 shots at it, really.
2nd and goal. I formation, one off to the right as well. Albuquerque trying to get their first touchdown in their first red zone trip of the day. Looking, throwing short. That's a nice catch. Can't break the tackle. K. Marion at least had it. 3rd and goal as they get a little bit closer to the 4.
Yeah, that Ajax look is the Shanahan formation, but that time Jive ignored him. It's a completion over the middle for a few more yards. They're going to go for it here.
Jive looking, blitz coming, looks, gets taken down! Indianapolis gets the stop. That is Sherry with the stop. 4th and goal, and Albuquerque is going to get forced to hold for a field goal.
And Robbie Cherry put a bit of pepper on that one. Throws Jive to the ground. Says Indianapolis with not giving up a major score here. Kicker's going to come out. Gee, just snuck that in on the upright.
Yes. Ricky Bobby puts that just inside the left upright. 11 plays, 50 yards, 3 points. It at least keeps it back to a 1-possession game. Now their defense has to go and get another stop. That was a key 3rd down and a big-time goal line stand, or red zone stand, I should say, from the Ramblers. They're going to get the ball back at the 9-yard line. It's returned from there and taken down at the 31 is the return man. And here comes the Ramblers. After that return, this becomes a must-score situation, I'd say, for the Ramblers, as Albuquerque's really evened up them team stats.
And notably, Chris, Indianapolis have been here before. Their last win against Nashville, 9 points to 6. This is projecting to be a very similar game.
Through the middle. That is right to Rob Knoll for a 5-yard gain. Albuquerque ending a pretty brutal stretch of games. They had Fort Worth, who they ended up beating. They had Baltimore, who they ended up losing to. And now they have an Indy team that they are in a dogfight with in this game. Albuquerque, for being a young startup, has had a real rough schedule to fight through. 3rd and 2, as that one will go off to the left. Not much to it.
And Chris, you didn't even highlight the best opponent they've had. Last week played the now undefeated Arizona Scorpions within their own division. So just a brutal stretch of games today, and they're in an absolute dogfight here tonight on the road.
2 to the left, 2 to the right. Chance for them to do something. 3rd and 2. Handoff, not going to go very far. He's taken down, and Indy is going to have to punt this one away. Albuquerque gets the stop they need, and they'll get this ball back.
And the field position, once again, should be pretty good here for the Adams, depending on the punt here from flip the field. And it'll be a case of whether or not Jive could find the form that he had on that previous possession and this time make it into a major score.
Back at the 17-yard line, it is picked up there on the fair catch. Here comes Albuquerque. Cyrus Jive has not had a fantastic day, but he hasn't hurt his team too much. The one interception was immediately fumbled, and so he's 12 for 18 with that interception. No touchdowns to speak of at this point. He is over the century mark in passing yards. He's in the shotgun for the first time today. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He has the football, handoff on the shotgun run, and it will be a 6-yard gain forward for Jason Williams.
Gee, nearly broke that, Chris. That spin had to work the way that he intended it to. There was daylight in front of him, but just lost his balance there.
6 and 40 to go. Make a look on defense. This will be a handoff left side. Not going to go very far. 3rd down and 4. This a clutch 3rd down for this Albuquerque team. They're 4 for 10 so far on their 3rd downs in this football game. Defensive line spreads out. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Split backs look, backs it up. Jive looks, throws. That one's caught. 1st down and more. Get it to the 34, 35-yard line. K. Marion one more time. That is not going to be a good look, though. Jack Russell on the ground, writhing in pain. He's going to end up having to get taken off of the field. That's a big defensive key for Indianapolis that's now sitting on the sideline.
Huge moment of the game there because he's every chance of not returning to this game. So it's it's a spot of the field now that Albuquerque can target and try and exploit.
1st and 10. Albuquerque trying to make something happen here. Nickel look on defense. Biggest drive of this game for either side. Jive looks, throws, left side. That one is caught past midfield. They go. That is 1st and 10. Big catch for Greg Corky, his 2nd.
2nd of the game again. They've been playing today without Michael Knight, who went down after the first possession, and they've really stood up here. Cyrus Jive connecting again with Corky on the outside.
South of 6 minutes to go. Jive will be in the split backs on this play. They could, in theory, go back to the run here. At least keep them honest. They will not. Thrown short, shallow crosser. Get it 3 yards for K. Marion. Kay has been better used in the short to intermediate passing game she has, and it's gained a pretty good subset of yards to keep him in manageable situations. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Backing up, Jive looks to throw this, throws, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 7. Marion, I think, got hit as the ball was near arriving, and it's 3rd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, a big moment in the game here. Just over 5 minutes left. You suspect that Albuquerque aren't going to have many more chances at this. Got to convert this one.
This is 5 wide. Indy's crowd, you can hear them. They're getting loud, trying to will their team to a stop. They send some extra pressure. Jive throws. It's caught. 1st down to the 30-yard line. Greg Corky for the 2nd time in this drive.
Corky again. The veterans are stepping up big time here for Cyrus Jive. Between Corky and Marion, it's just stringing together here very late in the game. Indianapolis is starting to feel it.
4:55 left in this 4th quarter. Split backs look, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Albuquerque trying to get closer. They're going to have a stiff arm out of the side and a Justin Williams 3-yard gain. Quick game update back to SFL HQ we go.
Thank you, Curtis Canton. Following the Mexico City touchdown, a gutsy play action call on 2nd and goal, and a game winner to the back of the end zone to Talon Steele. Canton wins a classic defensive battle, 10-7 in Mexico City. Back to you.
Wow. Tough game that Canton just won on the road. That's going to be a tip and an incompletion. Make it 3rd and 7. Adam Wiseman had the tip.
Oh, he nearly had it there. And another 3rd down and 7 now for Albuquerque. And this is right where they were stopped at that last drive that ended up in a punt. So you don't even know if they're going to bring the kicker out if they don't complete this.
3rd and 7. 4:44 left. Nobody in the backfield for Albuquerque. Got to get it to the 19-yard line for a first down. They send 6, throws, and it's incomplete. The pressure forced a bad pass, and it is a 4th down upcoming for Albuquerque.
Yeah, surely they kick the field goal here. You've got to get
You'd
the
think.
points. You've got plenty of time to get the ball back.
No! They're going to
man.
punt this. How? From inside the 30-yard line, they're going to punt this on the low snap, and it is kicked to the 6-yard line, and it will bounce into the end zone. Unreal.
That's cruel. That's absolutely cruel. And again, it just makes you wonder what the mentality is here, because you know they've trusted Ricky Bobby at certain points this season, but he's only had 4 field goal makes on the year, so he's still very raw, very fresh. But no trust there in that situation. They want to try and play some defense.
Unreal. Now Albuquerque has to really get a stop. They still are a touchdown down. That's a big-time hit that the running back just took. 2nd and 9, coming up with 4:21 left in the 4th quarter.
Well, Rob Hunter makes a point that it's still a one-score game, irrespective, but there's a difference between a one-score field goal and a one-score touchdown. So if they kick a field goal there, you're only 1 field goal away from tying it one more time.
That
Makes
is
the
a
job
pitch
little bit
play
easier.
to the right. That's only a gain of a yard. Albuquerque still set up to potentially get this stop. So things are working out at the moment in their favor, but they need this 3rd down stop to have a shot at it.
Just playing defense again here, Albuquerque. That's part of the mentality here, is just putting your defense back out there, putting trust in what has been shown in this second half.
14th,
Because
3rd down of the
careful.
game. Throw right side, and it's incomplete. Albuquerque gets the stop they needed, and they'll get this ball back one more time.
And you know what's crucial is it stops the clock. It probably gives them an extra 20, 30 seconds they otherwise wouldn't have had. It's a big play there for Albuquerque on defense.
Might have been closer to 40 because they were going to run this play clock all the way down if at all possible. 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. 3:41 on the clock. It's still a 1-possession game. Couple of classic defensive battles to start off our Sunday evening slate here with the Simulation Football League. 1st and 10 for Albuquerque at the 37-yard line. 3.5 minutes to go. This is where the young team can grow up in front of our very eyes. How fast can they grow is the question. I think we find out in this drive, Jacob.
And Jai was starting to string it together on that last possession, so huge opportunity here for the Adams. They can steal this.
This is going to be through the middle. Decent run. No reason to abandon the run at this point. Still plenty of time. Jason Williams has 5.
Yeah, just seeing what the defense is going to give them here on this possession. No issues there. Good run.
Heavy set look on offense. Tight end off to the left. 2 tight ends in the game. Now they'll move the fullback into motion and move him out wide.
That's Shanahan.
No, that's the wide receiver in the fullback
Yeah,
spot
he's
anyway.
right
That
on.
is back to the line of scrimmage and no further. Nothing doing. And here comes the Albuquerque offense on a key 3rd down, biggest one of the night so far.
Yeah, Lotus Manning, big tackle there. So now on 3rd down, Indianapolis, another opportunity to stop them, but Marion isolated down the bottom. This is the matchup.
Got to get it to the 47, 48-yard line for the first down.
Marion now in the slot, wide open. That's where it's going.
Looking to throw this, rolling out left. Jive throws over the middle, and it's incomplete. There is a
She was
flag
taken
down.
out.
What
She
is
was
this?
taken out there. That's going to be against Indianapolis.
Oh, what a penalty and what a time to have it happen. That is 3rd and inches. They'll repeat 3rd down. Man, what a time to get that.
So it was totally unnecessary because it was incomplete, but Indianapolis defender there, Rick Evans, brought her down by the face mask, and that gives them an opportunity to convert here on 3rd and very short.
Heavy set look. This could be ground and pound football. No, Jive will throw. Trouble, and he's taken down. Indianapolis gets the stop. What a play by Gaston Jr. 4th down. And Albuquerque, I would think, has to go.
Ken Gaston Jr. is going to be getting extra servings for dinner tonight because that could be a game-winning play and a game where he was very quiet tonight but just comes up where he's most needed, and now Cyrus Jive has to convert from 6 yards out.
Empty backfield, 5 wide. Albuquerque needs it. Looking to throw this. Pressure coming. Pump fake. He gets out of there. Tries to get the 1st down. He is taken down. And the Indianapolis Ramblers will get the ball back.
Jive almost had it, but again pursued by Ken Gaston Jr. coming out clutch when they need him most. What a play from the outside linebacker.
That is the 2-minute warning. 120 seconds left in this football game, and Albuquerque trying to get the ball back one more time. They've got 3 timeouts to do it. Indy knocking on the door of their 3rd win. Ramblers have it 1st down. Good little counter play out of the split backs. Gets them 6 yards. Timeout taken by Albuquerque.
Yeah, I mean, now you've just got to be the ultimate game manager here if you're Johnny Pickler and Mike O'Neill on the sideline. No gambles here.
Yeah.
1 1st down, and they can really ice this.
No need to rush things. Plenty of time. Talking about for Indy. You can just chew up this clock as much as they can. That's going to be a run to the right. 1st down the right sideline. Stays in bounds and forces Albuquerque to use their 2nd timeout. And that very well may be your ball game.
Gee, Chris, that might be the play of the night right there. The receiver on the outside, Ryan Roosevelt, set up a tremendous block, and that just gave acres of room for Charlie Baker to run it. And then he keeps it in the field of play to burn another timeout out of Albuquerque. Incredible play.
Baker for acres is what we'll call that. I like it. This is going to be another counter play on the split backs and a 2-yard gain. Albuquerque calls their last timeout. 1 1st down finishes this game for Indianapolis and gets them the win.
Gee, didn't know defensive football could be this exciting. 2 games tonight of very similar nature. Both teams within a single score. Unbelievable finish to this one, though.
I formation. Looking to throw this. Throws on the run. Pickler might have the 1st down. He does. And that's going to be it. Your ball game is over. What an athletic throw to Joel Harleman from Johnny Pickler. 1st down. And that'll probably do it as the blimp flies overhead.
That was unnecessary from Johnny Pickler. I mean, just throwing it off the back foot there to finish the game off.
I've never seen them.
Irrespective. I've happened a couple of times. Not this late in the game, though. But there you go. Mike Daggs gets his moment.
There you go. 1st and 10. Kneel down. 5 on the play clock. And they'll be able to ice this game out. Indianapolis going to get their 3rd win. Let's talk about the schedule for both these teams moving forward. But, man, this was not an easy game by any stretch for either of these teams. A lot of fun either way. Indianapolis has LA coming to town. LA 1-4 currently, then a bye week. And then Charleston, your team, coming to Albuquerque. Or, I'm sorry, you guys are hosting them in Charleston. That game is next week, and then a bye week for Albuquerque after that. So 25 seconds left. That's going to do it. As Albuquerque moves to 2-4, Indy stays in the hunt in that Central Division, coming up to 3-3. Give me your thoughts on this game so far, and your player of the game is an added bonus.
And look, entirely worrying me, that Albuquerque matchup next week, because it means that this is probably going to be a playbook change for the Adams. So expecting them to come back even stronger next week.
Yeah, that's a fair point. But that's going to do it. It is Indianapolis walking away with a 9-3 final score as they get the win on the strength of 3 field goals. And, well, what a game. What a game. A defensive battle, as you alluded to. A lot of fun to see it. Tell me more about it.
I mean, look, the player of the game could quite simply be Gaston Jr., who made 2 massive plays to win the game. But I'll go with Tally Scarborough, who was just all over the field. Again, they did an outstanding job at defending Jason Williams, who's been prolific this season. but just several contributors on the defensive side of the ball for Indianapolis who isolated that run, and similarly for Albuquerque, who performed above their means tonight. Both of these teams' defenses locked in, something that we haven't expected to see from these units this year with the way that they played, but an outstanding result for Indianapolis, a gutsy win.
Fair enough. 2 more games on tap tonight. Houston Headhunters travel to Baltimore, Maryland to take on the Vultures. Ethan Muslin and Alex West have that game here in a short bit of time. And then Charleston hosts Lexington inside Charleston, South Carolina. Tyler Falk, Mickey Melillo have that call at 9:15 Eastern. For Jacob Clear, for Luke Schreiner, for Ron Haynes and Cameron Irvine, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from Indianapolis, Indiana. From the Snake Pit, we say goodbye and good night.